No, but we have evidence on both sides.
I'm saying to you, anyhow.
We have clap without good teams, and we have clap with good teams, and it shows you.
What clap did he do? All right, what clap did he do to a good team? What did he do?
Then obviously
he did nothing. Good afternoon, listeners, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Desk. My name is Christopher Zidane Mathews. I'm your host. For today, we go up until around 2:45 because we have schoolboy football second round action today. The game we are doing, it is Campion College, young quality team playing some good football against Charlie Smith, who went to the semi-final last year and is expecting to make some noise again this year, so should be a pretty good contest. And the game is at Jamaica College, I think. Right, Asta? Yes, so listen out for that. Game time is 3 o'clock, and the pre-game show will be at about 10 minutes to 3 or so. So we get out of here over an hour earlier than usual. So get your calls in early and let your voice be heard. Let me just remind the listeners of the numbers to get in. The number is 876 968 8117. That's 876 968 8117. Listeners, you know, I never noticed that. I heard the news over the weekend that Vassal Reynolds is no longer at Manchester High. And I'm understanding that Donovan Ducky is the head coach there. And he also has with him down there Mr. Bradley Stewart. So that's a very experienced and big, high-profile coaching staff. It means Manchester might be in the mix, man. It means that not a lot of persons have been talking about Manchester in terms of competing for the Costa Cup. But when bringing in a coach that demands the salary that Donovan Ducky does, with a team that you don't expect to make some noise or can seriously compete for trophies. So maybe Manchester, there's not a lot of hype surrounding them this year, Manchester High, but so maybe, you never know. But I can't confirm, you know. But it was a good source. I heard from a good source that Donovan Ducky and Vassal Reynolds and Bradley Stewart is at the helm at Manchester High. I didn't realize that Vassal Reynolds parted company with them before the start of the season. So that's an interesting one. So maybe the people can have Manchester High thoughts in their back of their mind. All right. So the big news, though, I don't think that was the big news, people, is that Phil Simmons, a little bit after we came off air yesterday in terms of the sports desk, news broke that Phil Simmons has resigned as head coach of the West Indies senior cricket team. And it will come in effect after the tour of Australia, which starts next month. So persons were thinking about it, suggesting it. Some say yes, it should happen, especially in the white ball. And when the debacle came in terms of the performance in the qualifiers for the Super 12, everybody is saying that head has to roll. But Phil Simmons didn't wait until they roll his head. He decided to resign from the West Indies team as head coach. So people, something happened. So we can I hear a lot of calls for other people here. It can't work like that. You can't just take the head off everybody else in administration. And that the issue is not mainly administration. Because the real reason why we were poor in that competition, we're not the administration. They are not the reason why the cricketers were poor. Because your top cricketers are your top cricketers. You know? And I don't think the administration could do much about the current set of players right now. So no more head now for rule. But you expect the head coach with these crop of players to be able to get them tactically and strategically in a position to beat Scotland and Ireland. So we could understand the coach resigning, but we don't think it should go any further than that. And remember, the president says he's not going to try and go for a third term. He believes that 2 is enough. So I think the election would be due next year, March or so. So he won't have long. So he doesn't need to resign. Because it won't make a big difference. He's expected to diminish office come next year, March. But that's the big story. So a lot of persons have gotten their wish, and Phil Simmons will no longer be the coach as of the end of the Australian tour next month. All right, who we have over there, Asta? Talk to me, my boss. Yes, so who is there? Hello?
Solar oat.
Yes. Shipping port.
Pick up yourself. Yeah. Actually, I plan for the one schoolboy special, but I love to do it on the Harville there. It be a bit balanced. The Harville can come in from the country part and you come in from the town part. So I'm going to hold that till Harville return and both of you in studio.
Yes.
But the thing you mentioned about Donovan Ducky and Manchester Eye.
Mm-hmm.
You know that man, Ducky, a couple of years, I don't remember how long ago, maybe sometime 4 or 5 years ago.
Yes.
But he was at Manchester and he was the highest paid coach in the entire Jamaica, whether senior or junior, as coach of Manchester.
Hold on.
And with the team.
Hold on. When he was at Manchester, I remember, man, when they had a big team.
Yes.
He was the highest paid coach in Jamaica, based on this.
In the entire Jamaica, junior and senior.
How you get this information?
Eh?
You're a journalist, man.
Yeah, man, just interview him and find out, man. He was the highest paid as a Manchester high school coach.
I know him used to get a huge time, understand. It was a big salary, but I don't know how you're going to know what the others were getting. But I hear you.
Yeah, man, he was over the media, man, that he was the highest paid coach in the entire Jamaica.
Okay.
So, we're not really surprised at them acquiring him again. And trust me, that Manchester team, now going to beat another big team then.
So why them invest in such a high-profile coach? Because I understand that Bradley Stewart is a technical director.
They want the title, you know. But remember, it no matter the coach or you buy or you have for your roster.
Unless they're looking long-term.
You need maybe a long-term.
Yeah.
Because just like Calabar, who has
Andrew Price, no.
Andrew Price. Remember, I know when them knock out Andrew Price, it's a 3-year program. I told the principal that I want here.
Yeah, when you look at the quality of the team of Calabar, and they brought in Andrew Price, you wonder why. So it couldn't be a short-term thing. It must be a long-term.
It's a 3-year program, so chances are that could be the same thing at Manchester also.
I don't think the best coach in Jamaica could get Calabar to do anything more than they did. So it must be a long-term.
The Calabar team,
yeah.
No, I've seen Campion before. I've not seen Campion is nothing to write home about anything.
No, Campion is a under 16 team pretty much, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's a good little team, you know. So it's a nice little team, but when I think them, as I said, they're young, maybe next season them.
No, what they need to do, my boss, if them say a 5 money cup player them have, so everybody else under 16 can play course. And they look decent enough at 16. So if you can keep them for the next 2 years' time, Campion should be seen as one of the favorites.
Yeah, man, if them have the number 7, the number 7 look good in the side of a number 7 on the flag.
He's 14 years old.
The number 17? Number 7?
Yes.
A general one.
He scored the 2 goals against Clancarty in the opening game. You remember?
A general.
14 years old. But tell the coach, the coach was trying to downplay because I interviewed him on the scoreboard last week. He was trying to downplay, saying, Clancarty maybe not all that. I said, no, coach. The man is 14, I play against 19-year-old. I look special.
No, man, good man. Watch him, man. I tell him, man, the number 7, he look good. Good footballer.
Yes.
But may I call out the Camperdown coach. Camperdown coach ever say, am I going in the second round?
He said he was looking. No, man. He said he wanted to win. He said he wanted to win 3 games.
He said he will be in the second round. When them start calling names that who never properly registered. Remember, he came on the program, and I don't remember if it was the program, but he said he will be in the second round. That was his word.
Yes.
But the second round, all of the teams, the third place teams, I think is Ozamati got one of the spot. And I think Norman Manley got one of the spot. And Camperdown name is nowhere on the list of teams that made it.
I don't think it was the coach who said that.
Yeah, man, it was the coach.
No, man.
You sure enough for him to say so?
I did the commentator on one of the games saying with Harvey saying Camperdown will be in the second round.
Okay. I thought it was the coach that had made that assertion that they would be in the second round. Mm-hmm. But Georges, as I said before, Georges play Jonathan Grant. Oh, that's a tricky encounter. I said before, I borrow your argument and say if Georges win, me paint the wall. But Georges against Campion, Jonathan is a tricky game. I think Georges one goal better than Jonathan Grant. Still, I've seen both teams, but Georges is not good.
You said Georges is not good?
No. But I think they're one goal better than Jonathan Grant. And that side can go either way. Because Jonathan Grant is a late starting team. That team will soak up the pressure, then come at the late, just as they did against that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're, and I've heard that from supporters so that they're a late team. So anything can happen in that encounter, but Georges not going far. Maybe if they make the semi-final, then lucky. But I don't have them going all the way.
All right. I don't think a lot of people will disagree with that.
Yeah, man. So I'm going to get myself. I'm going to Excelsior thing there today. So I've done this. I'm going to go there.
Excelsior who?
Haile Selassie.
Oh, Haile Selassie playing Excelsior. Oh, all right. Keep me posted.
All right, my boss. Big up yourself.
Oh, Sean is saying it's Haile Selassie, you must call him. Here?
All right, Sean.
Yes, Haile Selassie. Not Haile.
Not give on. Big up yourself.
Yes, Haile Selassie.
All right, but that.
All right. All right. We go to who? Jago?
New York.
Oh, the great Jago, man.
A city so nice, they name it twice. Start spreading the news.
Mm-hmm.
Kingston. Stir responds to duty's call. A city so nice, they name it twice.
Yeah.
You see, I talk about, I'm tell about 10 years, you know. I listened to this show when I was introduced, you know.
Mm-hmm. More than 10
and
years.
I keep telling, more than, thank you.
Yeah.
You're the youngster, you know, so you're the genius.
Yeah.
And it's the callers. No, I'm not taking away anything from you, no, but I hear shipping port put a dagger into a lot of people calling and telling us what people must talk about. Shipping port come and talk about in my school, which is so interesting to me.
Yeah.
You come and talk. Take a page out of shipping port page. Don't wait and they go and badge you and Pioneer to talk what you don't want to talk about. Only can come and talk about high school. How many call? The man has come and created an interest in. I'm following the thing. Them all mentioned the high school thing. I was very interested. I was hoping you would give me his prediction though next time him called.
Yeah.
Who you think would win the constant thing? So this is the point I'm trying to make to some of these callers who, if them like a freedom show, I tell people what to say and a joke thing. Talk what we don't want to talk about, but I'm tired to hear this and tired to hear that. Big up yourself, shipping port. Teach them and beat them, shipping port.
Yeah.
But the mention I think now, as you mentioned, Andrew Price court. Well, Andrew Price can't we not tell about.
Wait a second.
Andrew Price is a ordinary coach, man.
Boy.
Listen to me, man. And it's not even about him. My school. And I'm there from the 60s. It's not a football school. And never, it is all they think about is track and field. Mm-hmm. And you know, my sport is really football.
But David Wagahunt went there and turned him around for a little time. And they won the Money Cup.
Okay, now you're talking. David Wagahunt is a genius.
So when you bring in a big coach, a high-profile coach, you expect him to change the culture, you know. That's what they're, I think that's...
You can't compare Wagahunt to Andrew. It's chalk to cheese. Andrew Price can walk in and Wagahunt till they come to you, man.
Yes, it's true. No, in terms of youth football, man. Yeah, man. You're right.
Oh, Zidane, man. Andrew Price.
Brilliant point, my boss.
Andrew Price go by youth football.
Yeah,
I bet I don't carry spanner. Go Calabar. So Andrew Price now, as we say, and then the coach have to bring the players, as you said now.
Yes, man. That's it.
Like a Wagahunt. I was there with Wagahunt. As a matter of fact, I remember bringing Jago Jr., played minor league at the time.
Yeah.
To give him some. Yeah, man, bring him exposure. And me, the first man, me go on Wagahunt, you know. Mm-hmm. And I said, no, Diego, my side too stuck.
Yeah.
Now, every time I go my place, Benny Park.
Yeah.
I make him play for Benny Park, minor league. I'm on the minor league side. No, man, that serious boy, that man. What on the normal, man?
Yeah, man, hold the line, though, Diego. We have a break. We'll take the break. We're coming back. All right, welcome back, Diego. Yes.
As we talk about Andrew Price now, I hear the man saying don't support recruiting. No, how can he
said that? Coaching? He said that this season?
I heard, unless I'm mistaken, but I think I heard him on a program saying that.
Oh.
And I'm saying to you now, are you going to compete with JC and KC if you're not recruiting?
But guess what, Diego?
In 2022.
Well, the rules now state that you only can have 3 transfer at players in one squad. So they're going to have to do it from 7th grade. They're going to have to bring in the people from 7th grade. Or bring them from Harley School. Or bring them from Harley School. Or bring them.
You cannot.
You have to do some form of recruiting, man.
That's really work is.
Yeah.
That's a big part of the work.
So you have to
I know about school sports.
Yes, you have to find some way to get in some players.
If you want to compete.
And 3-4 players, because some of the schools would enter may have some top players as well, and they wouldn't count as transfer people. So you have to you have to try bringing 4 or 5 people, my boss.
Then Zidane, if me and you take over California, the first thing I say, come, we got some junior high school, I just say whatever grade we will start recruit, we travel the whole island.
Yes.
because we know say recruiting is where the work comes in. Or you think George has got Mr. Marvin Morgan, who played for me for 2 summers, unstoppable footballer on the field.
Yes.
Eh? Or you think them get George get Marvin Morgan? Eh?
Here you go.
By talking about grow where you're planted. Eh? You have to go recruit to find them genius baller there.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm glad you mentioned my neighbor Bradley. They say Bradley gone to Manchester can help out a coach.
Yes, my boss.
As another joker coach that, you know.
Oh, Bradley?
This man lose 3. No, man.
Oh, Ducky.
Bradley.
Man, I'm saying Ducky.
Jordan.
Man, I'm saying Ducky.
I'm glad he's a 20 pound man. You forget how Bradley bring 20 pound to Premier League, boss?
Yeah, man, a big coach, man. I rate him highly. I have a lot of respect.
With a great fussy.
Billy and Fossey. Billy and Fossey and Preckle. And Omar Cummins, he brought in Omar Cummins. He brought in Omar Cummins as well. Johnny, look up.
Johnny, look up. Oh
yes, in the middle of the park, man.
No,
yeah,
man, you're for real, Bradley, man. Bradley come with a formation there when we never sit. We never sit. 4 defender, 2 centre half, a Fossey. Be a Messi. Do whatever you want to do on the field. And fill up the great Fossey Garvey, you remember?
Yeah, man.
All right. So, no man, a ducky now is a joker. We come to national the world and tell him, say, the reason why I'm losing because him team never fit. Anybody coach. What is them coaching those? I feel like myself today, though. How can a coach come? The first thing you do is to get your side fit in football.
Man, I say, why you're Ducky complain that the reason why I'm struggling is because he had to play the games in the playoff. Because you know when you come first, you get a bye to the semi-final. Mm-hmm. So Ducky same team was had to play too many games when they got to the semi-final. That's why them get knocked out. No, the other year now, Ducky win the thing, my boss. So he had the bye, and Ducky lose in the semi-final. Ducky said, boy, I caused him sit down too long. So 1 year, him get knocked out early, him say play too much games to get to the semi-final, so him tired. Next year, him get the rest and say, boy, him never have enough games to play. The players never played enough going up to the semi-final. But that one was a dangerous one.
They don't have nothing to do. From them open them out, them ordinary, them not a coach.
Hey.
But back to the cricket.
No, back to Andrew Price. The game drew 0-0, the Premier League. I know the Premier League started over the weekend. His game ended 0-0, my boss. I could tell you what Andrew Price was going to say before the interview. And when Andrew Price came into the interview, it's the exact same excuse, my boss, for the last 5 years. I'm sorry for humble line, my boss.
I was at Barbican. I was there 1 year. Remember the 4 months I was there watching the Premier League.
Yes.
And I see Andrew Price play a season with Boystone, most about 30 games. And the whole team score about 17 goals. The man played 10 man behind the ball. Mr. The man played poor man with Shavar. And Gino Shavar just a laugh. And I say, there you go, these coaches make it so easy for me. Because I want to play for it.
Yes.
I'm about 400 Price kick too. But I say, Muscles, stop letting these joker coaches go forward. You're now 3-0. What are you defending 3-0 for? But the cricket now, I just said Phil Simmons gone.
Yeah.
No, tell me where you I'm going to love the cricket man them now. Instead of them talk about the irrelevant Dave Cameron. By the way, guys, Dave Cameron is irrelevant. Don't stop talking about Dave Cameron. He's irrelevant in the West Indies cricket now.
It's not.
Okay,
what do you mean by the guys? It's from Rollington Town keep bringing up Dave Cameron, remember? It's not the guy.
No, man, me enough Dave Cameron talk. Don't people talk about Dave Cameron too, man. Not just Rollington.
On the program?
Yeah, man, them call. From the failure, man, from the failure. But when we want to ask you now, Zidane, I'm thinking about bringing in Ambrose and Shanda Paul as quick. You know, we talk about replacement, That's how we deal with sports intellect. We just don't talk.
For me,
what do you think?
For me, I'm not going with the argument that he maybe not be experienced, because once you think you have the requisite talent and skill set to improve, my boss, you can bring in Shanda Paul if you want. I have no problem with that.
Simple.
Yes.
Because one of the main things Shanda Paul brings in is the mentality,
Oh,
which
yes.
is part of the thing,
Good
the
point.
mentality of Shanda Paul.
Determination. Never say die.
Determination.
Look at how tough the situation is. Yes, you have to find a way.
Yeah, and we're getting well. Yeah, man. So you have no problem with Shanda Paul and Ambrose?
No. I remember the Tala was, by most, if not all experts, were seen as a team that would not have made even the semi-finals, and they went on to win as underdogs. So that,
Hello?
I'm saying the Tala was with Shanda Paul were not seen in terms of the squad.
Hello?
We're not hearing Diego. You hearing me now?
I'm hearing you now. Yeah,
I'm saying the Talawa squad was seen by many as not the squad that good enough to even make the semi-finals, and they went on to win. So it's suggesting that he could get people who are not expected to do well to do very well.
Let me just say this for the vampires out there, because we know them, want to cut down Diego, Ambrose, and Shanda Paul to this shot. None of them going to disagree, but give me what Uno would recommend.
All right.
Okay?
All right,
that's what I like to hear.
All right, Diego.
Say no more. Yeah, cool.
All right. We'll go to Economist.
Yeah, good afternoon, Zidane.
Good afternoon, Economist.
Zidane, we cannot have a foreign coach in West Indies cricket.
Why not?
No, sir. No, it's going to look good, man. We have to die with the boots on, man. Bring in Shanda Paul and Ambrose and give them a...
So you're saying every single sporting team must have a local coach coaching them?
No, me never said that, man. Me I talk about West Indies cricket, man.
So I'm asking you why you're not giving me any.
West Indies have too much great players that play the game. So any one of them who show any...
But haven't they used...
The impetus to coach. Let them coach.
Haven't they used many former greats as coach in the past?
Me see Brian Lara come, but he never stay long.
No, Brian Lara was never the coach.
Brian Lara never come try coach a thing.
Not the West Indies.
Then how you mean? Brian Lara is somewhere in the team. I give some advice to man. Anyway, I talk about the link up to the still, Zidane. Zidane, when will the link up be and where?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet, my boss.
Organization there together, you know.
I'm not sure yet, my boss. When will it be?
I mean, kill a goat. Kill one of your goat at the link up.
My goat? Me know.
Like LeBron James, one of your goat. You have to kill a goat, you know.
You have to kill one of my goats?
Then you give the goat, man.
What's what I mean? You have to kill the goat.
Always talk about goat play and goat.
We don't have to praise the goat at the link up, my boss. We're not going to kill the goat. We're going to praise LeBron James and Messi and Roger Federer and these people.
All Lakers look to you this season.
No, Lakers need some shooters, my boss. The team
need some shooters.
The team is poorly constructed.
I see Neymar get himself in a trouble.
Oh, yeah, man. The case has been going on since about 2017, though, you know. It's not a new case, you know.
Then, Zidane, when you look back on Neymar's career and how much money Neymar get and all them shenanigans when Neymar got you, you think Neymar did really worth so much accolade and money? Eh?
Go again.
Neymar, the pretty boy, boy. See him like how them promote Becca.
Mm-hmm.
Beckham, like how Neymar handsome man and childhood dream and all these things. You think him worth so much? Him did worth so much money?
Yes,
when
man.
Looking back at him career.
Most definitely. One of the best footballers in the modern era.
One of the best footballers in the modern era.
Yes, man.
What is his main achievement?
His main achievement?
Yeah.
Let me score a whole heap of goal and create chances for that. And a big footballer, my boss.
Which tournament him win?
No, man, a team win tournament, my boss. Teams win tournament. You can't judge a player based.
We're individuals, football individuals. Let them win.
What he won as an individual?
Yeah.
I would have to double check.
Just get some money and get some TV ads and some big...
No, man, Neymar a top footballer, my boss. Neymar goal scoring record for...
Top 10, eh?
In the last 15 years, me have Neymar top 10.
You have him as top 10?
Over the last 15 years, he's one of the top 10 players in the last 15 years.
Let me ask you this. Why you not going to take out a license and return a football coach or some football consultant? I think you do a good job at it.
Yeah, man, I think so too, my boss. When I see somebody...
How long it take you to get a coaching license?
I don't think it will take long.
About 1 year?
Not sure, but I don't think it's long. But some of the coaches that I see in Jamaica football coaching or schoolboy football, they don't understand the game like that.
Then that me I tell
I
you,
agree with you 100%.
Go and do it and do it as a second job.
I will need a sponsor though, because it will cost me, you know.
You need a sponsor?
Yes, because it will cost me.
Then that's why the link up. You see the link up? It's supposed to be KLAS biggest sporting event on the calendar in a boss. But it is not properly promoted.
All right, Economist.
Yeah, me I tell you, say the link up have to go on, and by next week you have to tell the people the venue. Anybody who want to make contribution, you set up the bank account and we make the contribution. And about 1,000 now we link up and get the dream go through, boss.
All right.
Hey, Zidane.
Yes.
Zidane.
Yes.
Man like you, not for hungry around here, nobody.
All right. I agree with that as also.
And all your show where you have on YouTube.
Yes.
You have to go take the streets with it and go down on it, go show the field and tell the public what's wrong with our football structure, man. You can't just sit down around a mic and do that.
No, man, we have to make
it more flavor, man.
No, me go on 1 month, no, my boss. I have to make it go and grow first before me get to that level.
You have to get a sponsor.
No, I don't need a sponsor for that. We just need the subscribers to go. So once we get to a level with subscribers, then we take it to the next level.
All the best here.
Big up yourself, Economist. All right, we'll take a break. We're coming back. All right, welcome back. We go to Economist. Not Economist, Rollington Town, rather.
Hello?
Yes, Rollington Town. Good afternoon.
What's up, Zidane? How are you doing?
Not too bad.
A little cricket first and then a little football. Hey, Zidane. Not Jago me here come on the phone a while ago and a complaint say people are telling him what to talk about and all that kind of thing. And in the same very breath, the man is telling me that Dave Cameron is irrelevant. He didn't talk about anymore.
No, he never said they're not supposed to talk about Dave Cameron. He's saying Dave Cameron is irrelevant in terms of...
Irrelevant is dead.
Irrelevant is dead. No, in the context of what is happening to West Indies cricket.
He's back, I can knock him out again.
No, man, I kind of agree with Diego. What he's saying is that West Indies cricket is in some deep problems right now. And he's saying bringing up that what used to happen when Dave Cameron was there won't help the situation.
But it's far better than what is happening now.
No, but
will set an example.
And that is exactly the point Diego is making.
No, man. I don't want him tell me nothing because I'm going to hear it more and more.
All right, go on, because him can't tell you if you talk about it true,
Exactly. He's back, make a thump him down again.
All right.
Anyway, Zidane. Yesterday I heard you speaking about the Kansas City game. And, I wasn't able to watch it Sunday, so I watched it earlier on. Let me tell you something. This Mahomes is really not ordinary,
No one him the normal, but he not him best.
He's not normal at all. And let me tell you something. 25 of 34 for 423 yards, and him scored 3 touchdowns. You know what I see? They're afraid to blitz him. Even at the third down, when you have third down, the man them afraid for blitz Mahomes. But it's similar to when Brady was young.
Yeah.
When Brady was more, because boy, I tell you something. What we are seeing of Brady now is not looking good at all. So I don't know further. I don't know much further unless he makes some drastic changes. Brady is not looking good. But this Mahomes is not ordinary at all. I think the only real pressure that he may have in this time now is the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen.
Yes.
Because to me, Josh Allen has a more balanced team.
Yes, that's what most are saying, yes.
Yeah, with a lot more guns. Well, in truth and in fact, it does. But what Mahomes make up for is that he takes things into his own hands.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, I see him do something that on the playback film, I tell you, man, he's great. And if he continues like this, you can bet your sweet life that he may well win the Super Bowl. Yeah, man, so that's it for the time being.
All right, Ronnie.
You know what I think, Zidane? I think they bringing in Curtly Ambrose and Sander Paul would be a great idea. I'm not saying that probably they may not bring in a foreigner or whatever it is, but at least you have to have Ambrose and Sander Paul in the program. Because you can't have people like that. Because look how brilliant the man was with the Tala was.
Yes.
A team that everybody, wrote out before it even started. Yeah?
Yes.
Them deserve the work.
You think so?
Yeah, man, I think them deserve the work.
All right, my boss.
What do you think?
Well, if he has the requisite skill and if his impact was great in the Tala was winning, I see no issues with it.
And remember, Curtly came on before, and the man them pull off a thing from them about technical excuses and all them kind of things. And fire him.
Yes.
You see? So that's how it go. See him back,
Yeah, man.
All right, sir.
All right, Rollington Town. Big up yourself. Thanks for the call.
Good.
All right. Well, man from afar now. Man from afar. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, man from afar. Good afternoon.
Yes, Zidane. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I would start here. Here is where I would start. Impertinent, feisty and rude. That is how I would describe any caller who tried to tell another caller who or what to call and talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you as a host, Zidane, I think any caller try to tell people who to call and talk about. I think you must put them in their place. No one should get preferential treatment because you maybe have a preference for some caller. Every caller who is calling have a right to call and talk. Whether a person is relevant or irrelevant, you have a right to call and talk.
No,
5 minutes.
I don't think Jago is saying a person to have a right to call and talk about.
No, I don't. Don't tell me what you think he said. All of us listen to the way they said. Hear who and what he said.
No, he said tell the person. He said tell the person.
You can't tell a man who to call and talk.
No,
about.
he never said you must not talk about Dave Cameron. He said tell the persons who are talking about Dave Cameron that Dave Cameron is irrelevant.
Yes, so you are basically hushing up people not to talk about him.
Him just give him views, man, on the Dave Cameron situation, and him right.
Him right?
Yes, he's dead right.
No, man, how can a man right to tell
Weston
call and talk about him? As a matter of fact, you was trying to tell him that maybe not much people call and talk about Dave Cameron every day. And he is insisting that, yes, he hears people call and talk about him.
It's not a lot, but a few have. And he's
the guy is feisty and rude, man, and I think no one should get any preferential treatment. You must tell a caller.
No, I agree with the man.
Maybe if he's a caller, we must do all things fairly when we do something.
Man from afar is that I agree with Diego. West Indies were embarrassed, my boss, in terms of on the field of play.
All of us know that.
And I'm saying, what Dave Cameron used to do as the president 5 years ago is irrelevant to fixing the situation, my boss. That's the point the man is making. People say,
he didn't say any such thing, sir. You don't interpret anything.
I agree with Diego 100%, my boss. That's like somebody talking about what Burrow did in 98. Jamaica football needs fixing. And you go and bring up, hey, when Burrell was here and Burrell was here, it is irrelevant what Burrell was to do in 1998.
But whether it's irrelevant to anyone, yes or no. You don't tell a person
it's like an Arsenal fan talking about, hey, when Wenger was there in 2003, it is irrelevant to help us Arsenal know what Wenger used to do in 2003. The man is correct, my boss.
You know why the Dave Cameron situation is relevant to me? Because everybody, maybe even you yourself too, everybody liked the treatment that Dave Cameron got then.
Dave Cameron issue
including yourself.
No, the Dave Cameron
that is why you agree with Dave.
No, Dave Cameron.
And I am saying,
man from afar,
even if we want if we mask it in glory now and said, well, yes, they get what they want in terms of how you do Dave Cameron, and said that no, you would take the cricket thus far. It is going backward. We know that.
No, but that's a different.
So nobody should tell us whether it is relevant now or not.
So is Dave Cameron relevant to what West Indies need to do to get better now?
Of course he's relevant because he was doing much better than
that. Is a different argument, my boss, and that's your opinion.
Yes, that's my opinion.
It's a different. So how Dave Cameron used to do better when I had the West Indies Cricket Board? No. Because the president is there, and if he don't resign, he will be there. And that's the point Diego is making. Yeah.
Having said that, I am not saying that if Dave Cameron come back now, the West Indies would beat Australia, India, New Zealand, and Pakistan. I'm not saying that because from time to time, Zidane, I never believe that it is really coach
also have anything to do with West Indies cricket, you know. I never believe that, you know. But the president himself, the incoming president, said that you must attach the performance of coaches and the presidency to the performance and the field. I hear him say that when you interview him on the station.
Okay.
Right? So I don't know how him and him friend them know maybe would want to hide from it. See what we're getting now. Right?
All
and
right.
the whole region is embarrassed. And so I don't want anybody come go on like they want to tell we who are what fit.
All right. We were a brilliant team when Dave Cameron was president.
I didn't, well, your words, I didn't say that.
Yes, indeed. So we want back Dave Cameron. We're going to get brilliant again once he comes back.
No, man, we must be fair when time we're analyzing things, man, and not because we're in favor of some people over some.
But the man is right, my boss.
In your view,
a man was a president 5 years ago, and he's no longer the
president.
president.
In your opinion,
West Indies cricket continues to be poor, my boss. Are you going to bring up Dave Cameron? That's not going to fix the problem.
But he's better than this. What is in front of you? He's better than what is going on now.
In some regard,
I can tell you that.
In some regard,
much better than what is going on.
Who was much better?
Dave Cameron was much better.
But it's not Dave Cameron why we used to win, my boss. When the man win in 2016, it wasn't Dave Cameron why they won. They won before him.
I am saying to you that I didn't attach coaches winning.
Once upon a time I heard that presidents is not presidents make win cricket games. Because who was the president when we used to dominate this cricket? No, what the president, my boss. So don't stop it, man. Come on, right, my boss.
From the very start, I didn't attach winning to president.
But man from afar,
I believe the players are poor.
We're going to leave it there. I agree with Jago 100% on this.
Yes, that's you.
We'll take a break. We'll take a break. We're coming back. All right, welcome back. It's time for music, my boss. All right. It's time. We're coming to the music. But I don't understand why a man from afar can understand Diego's basic point. Diego's thinking about West Indies cricket. So, Captain Burrell did extremely well at one point as JFF president. See, people, Captain Burrell did it. Captain Burrell did excellent as JFF president once upon a time. Now, Captain Burrell is no longer here. Jamaica struggled to qualify for the last World Cup. So we're going to discuss and analyze now what the issues are and what we can do to improve Jamaica football. Why would anybody come now and say, hey, in a 1998, Captain Burrell was brilliant, you know. See it? No, for rate Captain Burrell. It is irrelevant as to what we need to help Jamaica football going forward because Captain Burrell is no longer there. The man make a good point. So talking about what they see, them ask for Dave Cameron to leave. Dave Cameron is no longer, the man is right. If you're really serious about West Indies cricket, you're not West Indies cricket fans and not a fan of a man. The man is right, my boss. If Dave Cameron want to come now and criticize what is happening now, then he can do that. Because he felt he was unjustifiable be removed from the presidency. He can't come and say that. But I'm saying if you're not real cricket fans, all the analysis is about if Dave Cameron was there, Dave Cameron is not in the conversation anymore. He can't help us because he's not there. That's what the point Diego is making. The man is saying that Dave Cameron is irrelevant in terms of improving Western cricket because he's not the president and he's not involved. It's a good point, the man from afar. Brilliant, best yet, Diego. I agree with you 100%. And I could have texted my phone till in a week. The man is right. They're not talking about policies that should be implemented. There are policies that was removed that was helping the cricket. They're talking about a man. And the man is not there and can't help us. Unless him go and put up and him say him not going to ask anybody to come and put him in the position to be president again. He said if he's offered this opportunity and if he's called by the delegates, if that's what they're called, then he put his hat in the ring for sure. So they talk about policies that could help West Indies cricket going forward. That's what Diego is saying. The man is dead right. We're not talking about a man like we're obsessed with Dave Cameron. I agree with you 1,000,000%, Diego. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Senji.
Good day, Mr. Zidan.
Yes.
I'm going to touch on Diego and yourself and Cameron. But first of all, let me say, great it is to hear Diego advancing to the second round of the Manning Cup.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the best, better third place.
Yes. We run up behind St. Catherine and JC. Nice to see St. Catherine there also, you know, because for years, Jago and St. Catherine been carrying the parish, you know. As they say, Monk Street and a Punk Street. Calabar, yes, Diego. Long time Calabar and I'm going with nothing.
Yeah, since David Hunt.
Yeah, they won in 77. I'm sure they won since that.
Yeah, they were under Hunt. It was in 2005, Sean. Yes, 2005 with Hunt. Yes.
Yeah, a nice team was a 77 team, you know. Of course, Clarendon College and Linear did dark them up. But
big side with it, they go say when they come to play Calabar, I'm see beer Premier League player. I'm say we can't compete with these men.
Yeah, man. I think Candice Nangle and Michael McIntosh might have been playing for Calabar at that time. Nangle was really good. Good midfielder, and so too was Mikey McIntosh, a nice striker. He was a wicket keeper for Jamaica youth also, Mikey McIntosh.
Yeah.
The Sunday Gleaner had an article, you know, written by a lovely lady, Deborah Edwards, talking about the lifestyle of, you know, it was a lifestyle section, D1. Talking about the contribution, philanthropic contribution made by young Johan Blake. You know, over the years, not just this year, but for many years, he has been contributing to, you know, helping others, give what him can. Matter of fact, she quoted him as giving over his lifetime $2.5 million US, you know, he has given away. Yeah, him recently worked on the Mount Olivet Boys Home.
He's one of the most generous athletes in Jamaica.
Good youth, man.
Yes.
Good, kind-hearted, genuine youth. And he even said to himself, so boy, just like a Delavegan, just like Chronics, him say, boy, him do things for the love.
Not do it for the likes.
Not for the likes. And he continued to give. You know, him help out a lady, Irene Morgan in Smithville. That's where Fairlington come from, up in Clarendon Hills there, with a house for her. Others help too, but, you know.
Yes.
Great youth, man.
Yeah, man.
I should mention also that he wasn't a part of the honors list, you know, the national awards. So I hope next year, remember Johan Blake when we give him the national awards in October. All right. To Diego and yourself now.
Yes.
One cannot, and this is more or less, one cannot forget a past. You have to learn from mistakes, Diego and Dylan. People are not asking us to live in the box and delve on Dave Cameron.
But that's what is happening.
No, that's not what people are doing.
Every time there's a West Indies cricket.
This is it.
Listen, St. Jago. Let me tell you what no, St. Jago. Every time West Indies lose a game, we hear about Dave Cameron, my boss. Dave Cameron can't help us, my boss. Whose job it is to hire the next coach?
This is because in life, Zidane, you have to acknowledge,
St. Jago.
Acknowledge your errors.
Whose job it is to hire the next cricket coach?
No, the Ricky Scarrett.
So how talking about Dave Cameron will help us in hiring that coach?
Let me tell you, we have to acknowledge errors.
What errors?
Remember, when Dave left the program, he said that if you want to kick me out, it's going to set back the program.
But it already happened, my boss.
Okay.
What is wrong with St. Jago?
That's why
it happened 4 years ago, St. Jago.
If you make a mistake, you have to just sweep it under the
carpet.
carpet.
But if the man acknowledges the mistake, it still can help us with the selection of the next coach.
It can. It prevents us from repeating.
So if the man acknowledges that he make a mistake, and go hire. Hold on, my boss, man. So if him acknowledge that they make a mistake with kicking out Dave Cameron, and him hire Zidane as the coach, is that a good decision?
Part of the managerial problem.
Answer my question, St. Jago.
If they accusation against Cameron Zidane,
you see, same thing with Diego I say. All of that irrelevant in terms of the best coach for the job, my boss. We don't want to hear about Dave Cameron, my boss. Give the man an idea as to who you think is the best possible candidate to help West Indies cricket going forward. Telling us about knocking out Dave Cameron unjustly, not helping the cricket now, my boss. And that's the point.
Respect to Diego. Diego a big deal, you know, and respect to all the listeners in New York, New Jersey, from Flatbush to Fordham.
Every time West Indies lose a game, we hear about Dave Cameron, and Dave Cameron gone 4 years.
It's not the individual Cameron, you know. It's a policy.
What are the great policies that he implemented?
He had a developmental policy.
At one point, we ranked the lowest in our history under Dave Cameron, my boss. Don't make me draw for the statistics, you know. Dave Cameron was perfect in terms of the results on the field as president, you know. At one point, we were at the worst in terms of ODI cricket in the history of West Indies cricket under Dave Cameron.
There is a word in life called retribution. Sometimes you must render evil to people, which is why I bring up Johan Blake. Do good and do all the good you can.
So who was evil?
There were a lot of people who sidelined Cameron.
And how is that? How will that help us know when you talk about that?
Nowadays, we can learn from the error when we made then.
Which error?
The error of, for instance, we talk about Cameron never managed people good. Who never managed good?
Listen.
It was just Pollard and Bravo.
People get voted out all the time, my boss. It's not the end of the world.
We see the same mismanagement now with Detmeyer.
People get voted out all the time, my boss.
Don't you see a mismanagement with Detmeyer?
No, my boss. Hetmeyer.
Don't you see
no man, Hetmeyer have issues. No man, Hetmeyer have his own issues, my boss.
He was mysteriously dropped.
And a lot of the same policies are still in place.
He makes 60 and 70 and one match and drop.
A lot of the same policies are in place that were there when Dave Cameron was president, my boss. A lot of them are still there.
Anyway, it's not a matter of people delving on Cameron, though.
That's what you're all doing, my boss. You are one. You are one culprit.
Avoiding making the same mistakes again.
All right, my boss.
Okay, easy.
Let me repeat, people, before we come to the break. At one point under Dave Cameron's stewardship as the president, we were ranked the lowest in our history in ODI cricket. It happened. We'll take a break. We're coming back. All right, welcome back. People, Diego is not saying that Dave Cameron is not a better president than Ricky Skerritt or the other way around, you know. The point Diego is making is that, listen, we are analyzing West Indies cricket and how poor they are. What we want is for West Indies to do better as a cricketing nation. Diego is saying, calling the radio program and saying that, oh, Dave Cameron was great at this. And when Dave Cameron ranked us 6th, and Dave Cameron was the winner when we won that. Diego is saying, talking about those things will not help us to get better now. If you talk about policies that should be implemented, then Diego agrees. If talking about the right man for the job, then what Diego is saying, those discussions are relevant to help us go forward. That's the point Diego is making. Diego is not saying Dave Cameron is not a better president, because Diego might very well agree that Dave Cameron, in terms of his administrative skills, is better than Ricky Skerritt. But Diego is saying talking about Dave Cameron be better than Skerritt will not help West Indies cricket. No. And it's a brilliant point. He's correct. Bambo, man. Hello, Bambo.
Hello, what's up?
Yes, Bambo, man. I'm here, man. How you do?
What going, man?
Me there.
My phone now give me a good signal, brother, but I go and talk. When we ask you before I'm going to big up Arville and Zidane, brother, a long time to be at work.
Yes.
So when we ask the question, you have to have a match today, right?
Yes.
And that's all.
Mm-hmm.
A return match to play?
Yes.
So, them play the first leg already, I win 4-0, right?
Yes.
Alright. That one is what I mean.
Yeah, man, they play the first leg already, and they're leading.
So it's a zone thing to play?
No, man, it's around at 32. Woman away.
It's a one and away game to play?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not an inter-zone. Okay, what do you do? Change up it?
All the years that are going on, my boss, man. They have changed the thing, man. So they're going to go to a round of 62. Round of 60. They're going to go to a round of 16 after this. And they're going to be 4 groups of 4. 4, 16. Top 2 from that go to the quarterfinal.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm can't get to call it.
No, we're not going to buy your argument now, though. So nobody tell us no.
Eh?
Nobody tell us no.
Nobody tell us no?
No, because we're not going to believe you.
I saw you go. Late.
Yes.
So many Harville there.
No, man, Harville going to football. Manning Cup. He's going to commentary. So he's at the venue. I don't want to think by now.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing Campion College versus Charlie Smith. That game starts at 3 o'clock. The pre-game show starts at 2:45.
Alright.
Yeah, man.
The T20 World Cup, I carry England zone, you know.
You carry England to take it all?
England or New Zealand, I don't know that too.
Alright, my boss.
Well, I'm glad to hear you, man. Big up on yourself and me keep in touch.
Yeah, man. So you can say a big side.
Well,
me say the whole of Mount Pleasant down there.
No, the whole of Mount Pleasant down there.
Some of them.
And hold on, before we go.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to tell you this right now. You don't know some is a Mount Pleasant fan for over the years, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can tell us that Whitmore is not a good coach. We, as a Mount Pleasant. You see, game against Sunday Zidane.
Yeah.
You see, if the man that did experience.
The Falkland experience, them beat you.
Every man, they went good. Like all of you or anyone at the Premier League side, them were dead.
Mm-hmm.
I just showed them the experience. Guys, you see, after they get a red card,
yes.
I saw they come back in a game, they get a red card. And when the man get a red card now, they might play open.
Yeah.
You see, they lock down the back line and full up in midfield.
Mm-hmm.
With dead down at that. But me now like big up to Zambi. Zambi will roll 9. Keslan Hall me attack.
Keslan Hall, yes.
Zambi.
Yeah, man.
Him, me not tell you that the man run whole 90 on the top.
All right.
Half a game props.
All right, big up Mount Pleasant and Zambi. Keslan Hall.
And a bit more on.
All right, sir. Let's see.
All right, bye-bye.
Cool. All right, who we have now? Below average?
Zidane?
Yes, below average. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, KLS Massive. You know, say that said side there, I've been talking about them, that said Mount Pleasant. I've been talking about them for quite some time. I tell people say them overrated, you know.
Yes.
But me don't know if I true me as a man is in a Whitmore corner.
Mm-hmm.
Since the season got start, what they say Whitmore gone, they may talk to someone and me say this are them. I think we go on KLS on the other station and say it to you know. Me think them chances of winning the Premier League now has improved with
Tapper.
With Tapper being there. But here, one of them fan now, I say, boy, Tapper...
No, he's not a big fan of Tapper long time.
Well, I wonder for that are really so it go for which part them now played. Because one match, you know.
It's only one match. It's hard to just come out and judge a team based on one game.
Alright. But I said it, I think me say it on here on another station, but me know me definitely say it to some other man, me and them a reason, because them know me is a man, me have to tell them, look here, hype up Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant not all that good.
It's just because they have the big money, man.
Me have to talk them down.
Yeah.
See nothing, but they tell the said man them what they know, so now the top of the day, you know. Them chance of winning has improved. That the man say, no, you know, them man, some man not too big topper neither.
Yeah.
Anyway, Zidane, you watch the Harborview Chapter Morans game?
Most of it, the game, yes.
Alright. What do you think about Hamilton?
Good looking Premier League baller.
So he's a good looking Premier League baller?
Yes.
Some time ago you said he's not even a good Premier League baller, local Premier League baller.
Mama said good looking Premier League baller.
Yes, so that you said no.
No, I said he wasn't even a special Premier League player.
No, you said it.
No,
you said it. No, don't. I
remember that. I'm saying the man is not an outstanding Premier League player.
No, so you said that too. But in your rant, at one time, you probably never get
a decent Premier League player.
You should not start a rant, be careful, I want to say.
No, a decent Premier League player.
Not write down things for the chip in my brain.
Not anything special, but
fine. But at one point during your rant, some time ago when you were talking down, you said he's not even a good local Premier League player.
But I never mentioned good a while ago.
You know, say a while ago, he's a good looking baller.
Decent.
You know, say good a while ago, sir?
Decent, my boy.
You say, remember what you say, why your brain a go out and you're such a young age, brother? You can't ever see your brain start going right now. You look like a man in your 30s.
But based on last season knockout stage and last night, he may be a go from decent to good.
Look here, you say you watch a game, so you see the goal him score.
Yes.
And then you see the next one where him wheel to defend in the box and kick it wide.
Yeah, man, he's improving as a Premier League player.
Look here, you know, there's somebody when I'm close. As a matter of fact, my son, we can say it, my son, when me talk to him about Hamilton, my son completely different from when me talk to you.
Yes.
Let me tell you why. Both of you know, they're on the opposite side of the spectrum. Him overrate Hamilton, you know.
Yes.
So when me talk to him, me need to keep him sensible and talk. Last night, me say, listen, I tell him who scored most of the goals. Trayvon Reed, the star player up front, and I tell him where I go on the Harborview and thing. So if somebody come and hear me talk to him about Hamilton, they won't understand when me talk to you about Hamilton, because a completely different target me talk to you know.
Yeah.
Because you underrate the youth and him over it. Because, well, him play ball with him still.
How you rank him as a Premier League player?
Let me tell you, a long time when you're talking down what you know, he's a decent player, you know, special none, but he's a decent player.
Yeah, man, him can work.
And upon him, you know, he will do things.
Yeah, that's the thing with him, you know. And it's great, my boss. He scores some spectacular goals.
You talk about him the other day. That's why I send you call in today.
It was in the context of him playing in Scotland, though.
If Tim Lewis and Colorado, all right, with the team now, the team will play, Chapter Morans.
Yes.
If Tim Lewis and Colorado more could have scored a goal, you know, them get about 5, you know.
Yeah, man, it should have been worse.
Or 6, you know.
Yeah, man, it should have been.
One time we turn it in our training session.
But the chance that Tamar Lewis got early, how him kick the ball to the keeper, my boy?
Tamar Lewis can't score from last year.
Yeah, man,
half of you, man, say Tamar Lewis can't score
yeah,
goal.
but him need to improve in finishing, my boss.
Him can't score goal no matter what. Him just don't know how to score.
Because him overall play is good, you know. He's a good looking player, you know, technically decent, you know, and can get by defenders.
I think him overall play good in the midfield neither, you know.
No, man, in wide areas. I don't like him in the middle of the park. But when him go wide, when he pull wide, him can have an impact, man.
Yesterday, 7. For the next team. For Chapelton.
Yes.
Me face a lot for us try to get him in the transfer season.
Boy, easy.
Yes, man. Him catch me eye last night. In the first half. In the second half, it look like him not a steam, but him catch me eye.
Get some kicks in the first half, man.
Yes. Him dribble through me go more than one time. Right. One time I think him dribble past 4 of my player them right down the middle. See, so me one game, me never do him good day, but me go keep my eye on him for the game them.
Yeah, man. All right.
This team is not good. Hold on, this team is not good enough, Zidane.
Not special.
And this thing I would matter about town team, too much town team, and them change up the format for the playoff and them thing there.
Yes.
This team I come through it. See? But me gonna show you now, you know, Zidane. This team come in the Premier League, and yesterday, last night was them very first game in the Premier League as a promoted team, you know, and a 14 player them have in the team.
Yes, and Veer had only one player the other day.
11 on the field and 3 on the bench.
I don't understand what is going on.
So you get promoted and just go to Premier League and you can only find 14 players. You know, such as something wrong with the structure, brother.
I don't understand what's going on in Clarendon. Because Veer only had, you hear about the Veer thing? They
didn't know about the Veer thing, no.
Veer had one player on the bench against Tivoli over the weekend.
And these are promoted teams, but you know, when teams get promoted, something about there's somewhere else.
Yes.
A player him not to get no game. And then you about a promoted team, and he says, yo, me I got to say no.
Get some playing time.
And you can only find 14 players for your very first game for the season. And I tell me about that, me it's about registration problem. And what the match me do for not get the ball?
A bush league thing that my boss.
Yeah, all right. So you see team and them country man, them are going to vex with this now, you know. You see team in our country, them are talking about too much town team full up the league and the infrastructure in our country poor.
Fair enough.
It's poor. Something like this, you just come Premier League for your first game and you cannot find even 18 players to put on the match card. Me and my son talk about it last time. I said, there is nothing wrong with that. I said, no, we think something wrong with that.
You know, look good below. Not at this level. You're top
something wrong with that.
Some basic stuff, my boss, like that should not be happening.
Exactly. Basic. You can't find even 18 players for the match yard.
Something right.
And your very first game, which part the club supposed to be, the entire club supposed to be pumped up and rearing to go for this first game, yeah. And you play the defending champion. Everybody in the club supposed to be. Can't wait.
I agree.
You understand?
Yeah, man, I agree with you.
All right.
Big up yourself.
Anyway, keep your eye on Hamilton.
All right, my boy. What would you take the break, Nicholas? We're coming back. All right, welcome back. Bull?
Big up, Zidane.
Yes, Bull.
All right, so there's 3 things I want to talk about. The first thing should be a good game in the Manning Cup tomorrow between Wolmer's and St. Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be a proper game. I bet the one TV game I get Wally for rainfall and things.
Against JC Saturday.
Against JC Saturday. Them the beat we all season, you know.
Yeah, two drawn results. 2
draw, man. And them I think they're the only team. I think we are the only team them don't score on.
Yeah, that was the first leg, the first one.
Yeah, that was the first leg, and then them come and get one before.
Was it their full strength team that played that game on Saturday?
Oh, JC?
Yes.
Well, I watched the first game. The defender, the youngster that played for Jamaica team, Blake, he didn't play the first game.
No, man, I'm talking about Saturday, man.
The last game?
Yes, Saturday, man.
I would think so, you know. Because he played the last game.
Is either JC farming the fool, or the team bigger than the coach, or St. Catherine is a big side. Which is it?
St. Catherine a big side.
Okay, so St. Catherine will compete seriously for the because JC, we're big pre-season favorites, you know. Deep squad, you know, strong squad, you know.
Probably a little bit of both. But you don't underestimate the St. Catherine team.
All right.
I just think we have a proper defensive record as usual, you know. But when we go to the second round now, what normally happens is that my coach I don't know what happened to him after that. Then Monday we have a good solid defensive background already, you know.
This man one Manning Cup with one of the most attacking teams in history.
I'm telling you what has been happening over the years. I had a team once, you know, and the man will score 4 against Stats, you know. It's Stats, you know. beat them 4-1, I think, and come back to the second round. And that I don't know if you know about Markovich Brown, who is now in playing Division 1 football, captain a team overseas now. Markovich Brown had 18 goals in that season, as the centre forward, and the man moved Markovich Brown to play centre back in that.
I remember the year.
And we lost 3-0 or something like that at the Prison Oval. I almost cried. But we constantly win the Walker Cup. The little water down cup with them call the Walker Cup.
Yeah.
And we win that twice.
You can imagine a team coming into a season and don't want to defend the title. If you defend the title, you're going to get knocked out early than you want, You understand?
Yeah, but should we be get knocked out early as we want? We want the title. We want it 3 times in a row. Should we get knocked out?
All right.
The next thing I want to talk about now. There's a few months ago, somebody mentioned something about Eddie Howe, the Newcastle coach. That man eating word now in the boss.
Yeah, man. Bobo Donald Reed, my boss, was talking nonsense on the radio.
Listen.
He man somebody else. I don't remember who it was.
You cannot look past what the man is doing now. Since the turn of the year.
Oh, Highgate was the other one as well, was talking in that.
The man, not saying big class of coach now, but the man is doing a proper job.
They never wanted to give the man the amount of credit he deserved for what he was doing. Because talking about is the money.
Proper job.
Like the man used the money and buying a superstar players. I don't know superstar players the man bring in.
Bear in mind,
Name me the superstar player that has been bought by Eddie Howe.
Superstar. Bruno is not a superstar.
He has brought in no superstar footballer, my boss.
Him bringing two young talent. Him bringing 2 young talented players.
So you can't use the man the argument about the money. And when him start buy superstar players, then you can't use the money argument as the main reason. The man has to get most of the credit for what is happening.
Fact, he must get most of the credit for what is happening.
They played a brilliant game against Tottenham on the weekend away from.
And it's
Tottenham Hotspur's first defeat at home this season.
The 2 signings that he made that I think are underrated, is the tall defender from Brighton, Burn. And Trippier.
Yeah, Trippier was a good signing.
Those 2 signings, I feel like them underrated.
But
everybody's big enough Gomes and what he's doing with the Brazilian.
Who's the Brazilian again?
The Brazilian man. They bought him. There was record transfer. I can't remember his name right now. Number 7.
Number 7. Who's the number 7? But the main man for them right now is the Paraguayan.
Almiron.
Yeah.
And what he's doing with Almiron. Improving players.
Yes.
Remember him improving players.
The man turned Almiron into basically a new signing, the boss. Who has been there for a while. So it looked like it's a new signing.
I'm not remembering the Brazilian name, man. Somebody went to remind them. The Brazilian. Number 7.
Expert Nicholas. Newcastle number 7.
Charlie,
Guru Nicholas.
In playing well. The number 7.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, so I'm saying that you have to give coaches them credit. And now it's time for me now to just say, you with your madness now, telling us that we cannot give Klopp credit for the record against Pep.
Joelinton is a Brazilian?
Joelinton, yes, Brazilian.
He's Brazilian?
Yep.
I know Joelinton very well. I never know him a Brazilian, my boss.
Yeah, man, a Brazilian one.
I know.
In bird paper last.
He played well on Saturday. Saturday and
playing well since them chopping in the midfield.
Yes.
Been playing well.
The coach doing an excellent job with Newcastle.
Yeah, man, they're doing an excellent job. So back to what I'm saying now, on the topic of coaches. You know, saying that we can't give Klopp credit for what he record against Pep. See that? Come on. Better than that.
What is Klopp hired for?
Better than no. We're not talking about what he's hired for. We're talking about a specific thing.
What is Klopp hired for?
You going to listen to what I'm saying?
No, man, you need to answer my question. What is Jurgen Klopp's job at Liverpool?
Win trophies.
So beating Man City gives you a trophy?
As he won trophies.
No. So you credit him for that?
As he won
yes, so he must get credit for winning trophies.
Okay.
He wasn't hired for any record against anybody, my boss. Why should I praise you for any special record against any team? No, sir.
If you have a strong record against a top coach or against a top team, you should get.
No, my boss. No, not a top team.
Come on.
No, my boss. Me not giving no coach.
You are the one that highlighted what Pep did when he played against Sir Alex Ferguson's big teams.
No, man, that's in the. No, bull.
As a part of your argument.
No, bull. No, bull. I've never used. I don't know, my boss. I don't use it. No, I don't use head to head to judge nobody, my boss.
No, you mentioned it, didn't you?
No, I never use head to head, my boss.
You did.
No, my boss. I don't use head to head, my boss.
Part of the reason why you said Klopp Pep was better than Ferguson.
No, my boss.
There are many reasons.
Pep, no, man. No, my boss.
Might not be the best reason.
It is none of my reason, my boss. None reason whatsoever.
Part of your reason. You said,
my boss.
Head
to head is
when Pep hold Alex Ferguson with him big team.
No. That wasn't the. No, hold on, boy. You're a bright man. Person said to me that the reason why Pep do this and that is because he have big side. Okay. I point out to them that listen, when Pep faced Alex Ferguson, the sides were basically even. That's all I said, my boss.
No,
I never said head-to-head record mattered, my boss. No, sir.
No, you were using the fact that Pep.
No, sir.
Me and you, I even said to you as a part about that point, you know. I said, Ole have a good record.
Anybody who hear me on the radio knows me not use head-to-head to judge who better than who, my boss. Me talk about, man, system of play and how them get people to dominate, my boss. I don't use no head-to-head.
No.
Head-to-head are foolishness, my boss.
I am not using the fact that I had that Pep had a good record, good record.
All right, so clap have a better, clap beat up Pep. What does that?
Give man some.
For what, my boss? He's not hired to beat up Pep.
What? You're beating. I am consistently beating the top coach.
He's not hired to beat the top coach, my boss.
Give me some credit.
You no credit, my boss. You can't beat.
$25.
You cannot beat up the top.
You cannot.
But you cannot beat up the top coach and then lose and not win the league, my boss. If you good enough to beat up the top coach, you lose the league to the man, my boss.
On the way to.
Foolish to say attack, bull.
On the way to winning the league, didn't he beat Pep?
You credit him for winning the league. What he did against who is irrelevant.
On his way to winning the league. Did he beat Pep?
He beat everybody in the league, my boss. So how is that relevant when he beat Pep? He beat everybody, my boss. What is wrong with Bull? He beat everybody to win the league, my boss. He beat Tottenham coach, he beat Man United coach. Why should I give him extra credit for beating Pep? Now him job for beat Pep.
Alright, so you're saying, I'm going to understand what you're saying. You're saying beating Pep is similar to beating Scott Parker.
You're the man. Alright, praise Club for his record and lose the league every year. Alright, praise Club for beating Pep, but lose to Pep in the league. It is embarrassing, my boss.
That's not what we're talking about.
It is embarrassing, my boss.
That's not what I am talking.
You should be ashamed of yourself, my boss. You cannot have beat up the man and the man beat you for the ultimate prize.
Giving the man credit.
For what, my boss? For what?
Give me some credit.
No, my boss. Your job is to win the league, my boss, not to beat Pep. So why should I credit you? You must be crazy, bull. Pick up yourself.
Alright.
We're going to try to squeeze Bramble Garvey, my boss. No, we're going to try. No, we have to try to squeeze Bramble Garvey. We're up closer. We want to give him a minute. Garvey.
That's funny people I'm reading in army.
Yes, Bramble Garvey.
Hold on, it didn't clap mate like 3 Champions League finals in the last 4 years.
You big him up for that?
Win one.
Yes, one say must get credit for that.
You're good. Then Zidane, me not understand you. If you say a competition is the highest, and that you know, if you pick something and say that is the highest.
What is the point you're making?
You're a boy go there. Him not shine like Clap. You feel him just a edge out Clap clearly in the league. There's no clear separation between them two their coaches.
Well, I have no problem with you arguing that, but I disagree.
So you can't jump. What do you mean you disagree?
I disagree with him, my boss.
Those are the facts.
It doesn't matter, my boss.
Right. Zidane, after this man finished first or second in the league every year for the last 5 years, basically, that's a clap me at that.
Yeah, so he's doing a good job at Liverpool, yes.
Yeah, I'm plus another him win both competitions.
I think he's doing
him win both. Hold on, Pep has not won both competitions in the last 5 years, right?
He has only won the Premier League. And some other knockout.
In my opinion, then Klopp has been a better coach in the last 5 years.
I wouldn't beat it. I don't think that is a Bramble point.
Then Zidane, that is a significant chunk of their career.
No, Garvey, don't. That is where you sound well a while ago. You're going Bramble.
How many years has hold on? The last 5 years now represent at least almost.
No man, them a coach long time, boss. Both of them. Clap a coach before Pep.
You're not listening again, Doesn't 5 years represent a significant portion of them career?
No, not
it represents at least a quarter of them career.
Not enough. Not significantly enough.
What do you mean? It's hold on. Klopp has more than 20 years coaching at the highest level?
A long time, my coach. Long time.
Hold on. I'm just asking again. Does Klopp have more than 20 years
I would have to double check. But him a coach for a good time.
How can you say 5 years is not a significant? And second of all, out of those many years that he has been coaching, how many years has he truly had a team that was good?
That's not my business. That's not my business, my boss.
What on with that?
That is not my concern, my boss. You want me to...
the record clearly shows that whenever this man has enough artillery, he's a good shooter.
All right, meeting Eddie Howe a bigger coach than Clapp. But the reason why I do as well as Clapp is because he don't get the team that Clapp gets the coach. All right?
No, but we have evidence on both sides.
I'm saying to you, Eddie Howe.
We have Clapp without good teams, and we have Clapp with good teams, and it shows you
what Clapp did he do? All right, what Clapp did he do to a good team? What did he do?
Then obviously
he did nothing. He did nothing when he doesn't have top players.
So what is Pep without a good team?
That's the point I'm making. You're making my point.
How you mean which point?
So it is you're telling me that what him do with him do have good team. That I don't care about.
Them have good teams, then do well, and I can even say to you, say, Clap the better because he win both competitions, and like your boy Pep.
No, that's 5 years.
And Zidane, you know what? Winning the Champions League more than winning the Premier League shows me about Pep. What the thing about it, the fundamental difference I see with them is this. It's just like Messi and Ronaldo. Here's the fundamental difference. He's able to institute a system that over the long hauls will garner enough points to win a Premier League title. However, that is Pep.
Who you think is the best? Who you think is the best coach?
He's not a good game day manager.
You make the point, man.
He's make good adjustments and him losing these one.
Yes, man. All right, let me ask you a question. Who you think is the best manager of all time?
I don't know. One thing I tell you, Zidane.
Okay.
One thing I tell you, Zidane. Is if you could have take the heart out of Ronaldo and Jago and put in a Messi, you would have the greatest player of all.
Messi is the greatest player of all.
Without the heart.
You could have talked till you're weak, my boss. Messi is the good.
If you learn about a word, learn about the
and it's not close side. You see the two players you mentioned, me have them second and third, you know.
Listen up.
But Messi at number one is a nice gap between them.
You must learn about that word there, intangibles. It's very important. It's not just physical, tangible.
No, man, I work.
What's Patrick Mahomes and drive the team to victory?
Garvey, I'm sorry me for running because I want a full argument that in my body. Hold him, Sean. Alright, hold the line, Garvey. Because we're liquid a little intangible food after the break. We're coming back. Alright, so Garvey, you're an intangible argument. Flawed, no, my boss. That's the how you rate people.
Mm-hmm.
So, Champions League football, for example, have played from the 50s, right? You have two players that have scored over 100 goals. One is Ronaldo and one is Messi.
Then that is no.
Hold on, my boss. No, Garvey, let me make the point, no, Garvey, man. Yes. So I'm saying to you, all of the man them in their history have the intangibles. How them not gone the amount of goals that Messi has gone? All right, that's hold on, that's 1 point, Garvey. The record for most goals in our calendar year is Messi having. The second is Gerd Muller, third is Funabala, Pele. Where the man them with the intangibles there? Where them score 98 goals in our calendar year? You want more?
Zidane, let me tell something to you.
World Cup.
When you're trying to deduce the greatest of all time, right? The first thing you go to is them physical skills. What you see.
I'm not talking about skills, I'm talking about record. No, Garvey.
You have to look at how they affect the team.
I don't look
how
at
their intangibles, their leadership.
No, Garvey.
This is why Messi feels in the biggest moments, Zidane. Let me explain to you why.
What big moments Messi feeling? What big moments Messi feeling?
Hold on. Can I tell you?
What big moments Messi feeling?
Can I tell you without you interrupting? I just gave you a chance to speak.
Yes.
Ever since Xavi and Iniesta left, he has not done well in big moments at the Champions League.
What is Garvey talking about?
You know why, Zidane? He's not a leader.
Garvey,
when he got to Argentina, listen up. When he played Argentina, the rest of the players who are so-called lesser players than him, for the last 4 World Cups, they look to him to take the mantle of leadership. Him always shirk away from that. Hang him head. When the team is down, him can't lift them up. A real leader knows how to rally his team from deficit.
Garvey.
Messi lost these kinds of abilities.
Garvey, so when Argentina went to the World Cup finals in 2014, it's the first time they got anywhere near there since the 1990 World Cup. Yeah? And Messi was the main man. And he was the best player in the tournament.
The best players on that Argentina team, the best player on that Argentina team was Javier Mascherano. And Marshall the defense.
Hold on.
And him hold out Germany.
All right, hold on, Garvey. Hold on, Garvey. Listen to this now. Hold on, Garvey. Garvey, hold on, Garvey. You make the point about Mascherano, Garvey. Allow me to counter the point. That's how people debate. You said Zidane know nothing about football, and Mascherano was the best player for Argentina. You see, the people who know about football never had him in the top 3 at the overall World Cup. So forget about me, Zidane Panareda. I'm a fool. You see, the technical people at the World Cup, they had Messi as number 1, Robin, and somebody else. Mascherano wasn't in the conversation.
Did you know that Argentina is the only team to concede 5 or less goals at a World Cup and don't win it and make the finals? You know why that is? Because they're so-called good.
And Messi carried them at the final, my boss. Messi carried this. Messi carried this Argentina team to 3 finals and win 1, my boss. 4 finals and winning.
Flagging a dead goat, my boss.
No man, are you Brown the Garvey?
Flagging a dead
goat. You're not so incredible on this one.
All right, sir. Come on.
Big up. People. All right, we're gone. People, listen to me. Argentina has been to 4 finals with Messi. They have won 1. Messi is the main attacking player. You can't defend your way to finals, remember. And he was the best player at the last Copa America. It's the best performance by international player in any tournament in history. One of the best. The man scored over 100 goals in Champions League history. What intangibles Garvey talking about? I don't work with intangibles, my boss, when I judge people. I work with records when I judge greatness. You could have intangibles the week. When you go up on the football field, you kick the ball in the back of your net. That Messi for do. It's like how Messi dominate the last Copa, or that Messi for him. He don't need no intangibles. He need the performance. Kick the people in football in the back of your net, make your brilliant passes, and help your team. Messi is the GOAT. Garvey could talk about intangibles till him weak. The man with him no intangibles has a better goal scoring record than Cristiano Ronaldo with all the intangibles. Intangibles no work. His record for Argentina is better than Maradona. With all Maradona, and they play similar roles. With all Maradona intangibles. Chalk the trees in terms of the records and the career, my boss. Across all football. The man is the all-time leading goal scorer in South American World Cup qualifying history. Pele them with them intangibles and Ronaldinho and all that. He have none. He score more goals than them. He have more MVPs than them. He have more football accolades than them. With him. Give me that career, my boss. You take the intangibles and have a little career. Give me Messi non-intangible and have all of the records in football pretty much. What would you know, Nicholas? All right, that's it. Join us tomorrow. Same place, same time. We do it all over again. Solar.